Pam Bondi, let's go. Look, they told us the arrests were coming. Ladies and gentlemen, they are here now. And I'll admit, I was wondering when they were coming, but man, I am so happy they are here now. Remember the judicial standard that the left set for the last 4 years?
No person is above the law, not even the President of the United States, not even a former President of the United States.
Each of us is equal before the law. No one is above the law.
No one, my friend, is above the law.
And in this nation, not even the president is above the law.
Oh, okay. Well, this morning, one of those liberal judges was arrested at their home for helping an illegal immigrant evade deportation. And liberals are losing their collective minds over this. Democrat Jamie Rask, it's remarkable that the administration would dare to start arresting state court judges. It's a whole descent into government chaos. Democrat Greg Landsman, they arrested a judge. They can no longer claim to be the party of law and order. This will have to be a red line for congressional Republicans. Unbelievable. And a dozen others. We're throwing this little hissy fit. But anyone curious on the left as to why this judge was arrested? I'll tell you. Judge Hannah Dugan has been charged with 2 federal felony counts, obstruction and concealing an individual. An illegal immigrant who was in her courtroom for a domestic abuse charge. Like, not a great guy. The judge ran interference between the awaiting ICE agents he had a deportation order too, by the way, and helped him escape out the back door. It resulted in a foot chase with ICE. That's why they arrested this judge. Like, how do I eat popcorn and witness more of this? And the best part here, her career is done. Okay, put a fork in it. According to the law, a judge shall avoid the impropriety and the appearance of impropriety of all judges' activities. A judge shall respect and comply with the law and shall, not may, shall act at all times in a manner that promotes public confidence in the integrity and impartiality of the judiciary. Basically, Chapter 60 of the Code of Judicial Conduct requires judges to uphold public confidence in the judiciary, or they shall, not may, shall be removed. Boom. I don't want to hear another peep from the left about how we should listen to all these judges either. This ain't all. The last 24 hours actually have been lit. Yesterday, they arrested another judge and his wife for harboring a Tren de Aragua gang member in his home. He has permanently been removed from the bench. I mean, word on that one. But they just released the charges on him, charging him and his wife with a whole host of things, including tampering with evidence. This former judge, according to Pam Bondi, this afternoon, he took the phone of the illegal immigrant gang member, he smashed it with a hammer, like Hillary Clinton did, and then took the pieces to a city dumpster and then disposed of them. One of those devices, Pam Bondi said, had pictures of 2 severed heads on it. That's probably why the now former judge was trying to get rid of it. I mean, whose side is this guy on? Also, fun fact here. Forget just letting him live with the guy. Pam Bondi also said this disgraced judge, he gave firearms, semi-automatic firearms with suppressors that belonged to his daughter to the gang members. The TDA gangbangers then took those to a range, became proficient. I mean, dear Lord, this is gun trafficking from the party that hates guns. It's like Eric Holder all over again. Look, libs, tell me again how these judges are like, so morally just. No. You have been defending all this stuff since Trump won re-election. You have been telling us he needs to obey the rule of law. And if he doesn't listen to these judges, it's like some constitutional crisis or something. Yeah, right. Judges just like this are the same ones making rulings and reversing the actions of a president of the United States. And this one apparently goes and gives guns to gang members? Okie doke. You see why I'm skeptical of basically any Democrat or Democrat-appointed judge blocking the president of the United States? And yet, members of Congress are still supporting these judges. Like, as we speak right now, there are weirdos and freaks protesting out in front of the courthouse where that woman was arrested. How about you guys pound sand? Democrats waged lawfare for the last, 10 years on Donald Trump because they didn't want him to get elected? He didn't even do anything wrong. You guys found a judge to convict him of a felony where even the alleged victim was like, yeah, no, we're totally happy with this. We don't think anything went wrong. And when people like me said that judge was compromised because, I don't know, his daughter was fundraising off the trial, you told me, shut up, Carl, no one's above the law. Yeah, well, now I hope they bury these judges under the jail. In fact, while they're all charging people, I got a few more that you should probably see jail time. We're talking about obstruction, right? Arrest every single person that impedes these deportations, rip their stupid masks off their faces, and then throw them in handcuffs, and you perp walk these people right out the front door with their purple hair, and you send them right to jail. I am really tired of this one. The party that locked up non-violent January 6ers for years, by the way, is out there encouraging violence on elected officials too.
It's one number. That number you call and you threaten it. And you say, this is wrong.
Oh, threaten them. That's illegal. Maybe they should be knocking on this woman's door. Democrat Frederica Wilson is an elected congresswoman. She should not be able to hide behind the speech and debate clause on this one. A night in the clink might actually wise her up a bit. Send her to jail. Oh, here's another one. Remember that district attorney that's refusing to charge the Minnesota state employee who keyed multiple Teslas? That's her right there in the rainbow shirt at the Alphabet Community Parade. That's super weird because she just filed felony charges against another 19-year-old woman who reportedly keyed her coworker's car. Unfair prosecution? I mean, maybe you should hit her with a federal charge of deprivation of rights. 42 U.S. Code 1983, quote, any citizen of the United States or other jurisdiction within, therefore, to the deprivation of any rights, privileges, or immunities secured by the Constitution and laws shall be liable to the party injured in an action at law. There's actually a Supreme Court case about this, United States versus Armstrong, on selective prosecution just like this, which states the defendant must have some evidence in order to proceed. Then they can go ahead. Charging one person for the exact same crime that you didn't charge another person simply because of their political affiliation seems super evidency to me. Send her to jail. Oh, also, here's a great list to keep that DOJ busy. Doge. Whoo, God bless these guys. They have uncovered and removed 11 million eligible Social Security recipients that are over the age of 120. Now, some of whom were actually still cashing Social Security checks. Not all, but some. And given the fact that the oldest person in the world right now is I think 116 years old, there's your target list, Pam. Anybody who's cashed any one of those checks at any point, you find them, you drag them out of their house in bracelets that this should keep you busy for weeks. But in case you have a few more agents looking for something to do, I see that Donald Trump has asked for a formal investigation into Act Blue. That's the Democrat fundraising platform. Now, the left is losing their mind over this, calling it, it's political persecution, which, again, is so rich hearing this come from their lips. We told you about this a year ago. The measure in politics, unfortunately, is how much money have you raised. Ironically, it's also the easiest thing to track. So we did. And holy rusted metal, Batman did a bunch of people find a bunch of stuff that appears to not add up on where and how that money is getting into Democrat coffers. Go back and watch that, Mono. I did the work for you, Miss Bondi. How about you charge every single candidate who received a donation that is found to be fraudulent? You're going to see members of the Democrat Party in the Congress or whatever. They're going to start singing like canaries. This is how you stop these liberal loons from ever doing this kind of stuff again. You equally apply the same scrutiny to them that they did to us. And when you find actual crimes, not made up crimes like they did, you throw the book at them. And you do it to everyone, just like they did it to every Republican they could find. It ain't revenge. It's justice. And I'm here for it. On such a biblical level. I can't even tell you. This is what we voted for, to hold these sometimes unelected and liberal activists accountable for terrorizing us and the rule of law. Keep this going. I've been asking where these arrests are. Today, Pam Bondi, my hat is off to you.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.